Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and today I'm reacting to Vicarious by Tool. And wow, Tool is one of those bands that I honestly have a really fun but difficult time listening to them because, I've done several Tool reactions on this channel, which you should, feel free check those out, shameless plug. And each and every single one of their songs has been different than the last in several ways, in terms of melody, in terms of song structure, in terms of time signature, in terms of key signature, in terms of rhythms. Everything within and across all these songs differ pretty widely, I would say, at least for me. So when I listen to Tool, I kind of know what to expect, but then when I listen to the song, I struggle to keep up with some of their music. So Tool is one of those bands that I have fun listening to them because the music is good. It is really good. But I also have difficulty listening to them because of how complex and how, I wouldn't say esoteric, but how just slightly off they are. And by slightly off, I just mean different than the other, let's say, mainstream music that's out there. It's just hard to decipher for my ears. So it poses a fun challenge for me, and it's exciting, and their music is just so good. And before we get into the reaction, I just have one more side story to share with you. I was recently scrolling Instagram, liking posts, looking at the feed, responding to friends, looking at stories. And one of my friend's stories, I don't really talk to him all that much, but lately, every single day he goes to the gym, he posts a picture for his own accountability. So, it's day, let's call it 37. He's at the gym, he posts his picture. On day 38, so today, literally, he posted his picture, his selfie, whatever it was. And then underneath is a song attached, and it was Vicarious by Tool. And I immediately perked up. I'm like, bro, you listen to Tool as well? He's like, yeah, man, Tool is great. They're great for working out. I'm like, I know, I sometimes listen to them working out as well. How is Vicarious? He's like, man, the song's killer. You should listen to it. I'm like, bet. I know exactly what song I'm going to react to from Tool now. I'm just happy to be here, man. Tool's an exciting band, a difficult band, a fun band, but nonetheless, I'm excited. I hope you are as well. If you enjoy my reaction, hit that subscribe button. It does help out a lot. And yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Already with the creepy sci-fi horror kind of vibes, which I don't mind at all. I love sci-fi, I love horror. They really lean into that though. They like to create really cool soundscapes. Okay, now we're inside the body. Crazy rhythm. What a weird rhythm. Is it 4/4? Maybe not. Do you hear this layering too? Oh, yeah. Tool and their riffs, man. I love their riffs. it's like so difficult to pick up on the rhythm. I don't know what it is. Is it 4/4? Is it 5/4? Like my head's bouncing along, and then after the fourth beat it has trouble keeping up, and then I have to kind of like mentally reset to find where the start of the measure is again. So let me know if you're more of a music nerd. You may have the answer. This song Vicarious, I'm just like trying to put the meaning of the lyrics that I've seen already and heard with the title of the song. It seems like the idea of the song so far is about individuals, or humans, morbid curiosity towards just craziness, really, because he's talking about looking through the TV, seeing all this debauchery, all this crime, all this evil, but it's not actually yourself experiencing those things. You're living vicariously through the TV for that excitement, I guess. It's a very, very weird concept. Weird but good. Wow. Wow. What the hell? What the? What the? Don't lie. Yeah. I love that. I love that he's like calling out everybody for being hypocrites, because we all have this, like, not all, right, but oftentimes there's this idea that we shouldn't enjoy the craziness that is out there because it's like self-affirming and validating that craziness. But then we take part in it ourselves. We take part in the consumption of, let's say, gruesome videos or just crazy evil news that we can see coming out day in, day out. So it's like, yeah, you can say other people are less moral for consuming that content, but oftentimes you point the mirror at yourself and you're probably vicariously living through some other vice or some other morbid curiosity that's just tangentially related, but somehow you've managed to sit upon your sit upon your high horse or ivory tower, whichever metaphor you want. I'm also getting some flashbacks to violent pornography by System of a Down. If you know System of a Down, if you know Tool, you must know System of a Down, in my opinion. I feel like they're not one and the same. They're just related. Anyways, let's get back into it. This is very thought-provoking so far. You know that like common trope that like parents from older generations, they don't want their kids listening to like the modern music of the times because of how devilish and evil it is. I feel like these lyrics would give those parents so much evidence as to why those kids shouldn't be listening to music like this, because it's like, wow, I want to watch people die. I like watching people die from a distance. Wow, this sounds like a terrible thing for children. And low key it might be, but because of the underlying meaning to all that's happening right now, I find this art enjoyable and very pertinent for sure. Also, I noticed, not that I didn't notice it earlier, but like I'm saying it out loud now, that this is either a human, like a humanoid person, or literally an alien. Which, if we are now an alien, let's say, living vicariously through the TV, It's like this alien is not on the planet and they're just experiencing the devastation on Earth, but it's not necessarily a human. But it's probably I think it's probably just like also a symbol or metaphor for a human as well. Hence all the similar human, what's it called, physiology. We saw like the blood and the veins earlier. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, that drum. Ah, these rhythms. The eye went into the hand. And it looks like a fish. Man, I gotta be honest, I don't know what the fuck is going on in this song, in this music video. Just scratch all of my commentary that I've given up until this point and just vibe with me as we listen to this song together. This is what I said at the beginning. I have a very hard time understanding Tool, their rhythms, their melodies, the meanings of their songs and music videos. I feel like I could write like a 4,000 word essay in my like high school English class on a video like this. Ay, ay, ay. It's similar to, not similar, but I feel similarly about Dream Theater because their songs are like 20 plus minutes long sometimes and they just go around the world with everything that they do. It's ridiculous. Tool is like a grungy version of that. Baby is growing inside the brain. I'm not gonna try to figure out what this means. Okay, maybe it's like the cycle of life. It's a fractal. If I was high watching this, I feel it getting heavier. Jesus. Is there some imagery here about like the sperm impregnating the egg like visually that's what I'm seeing right here, but I'm not quite sure what it all is meant to resemble. I guess this is like showing the process of that human growing inside the brain of the other human, and maybe it's like a fractal where the baby growing inside the brain is growing another baby inside its brain, and it's just a never-ending cycle. I don't know. It's hard to like even speculate on this thing because I just feel like anything I say is probably mostly wrong. But something else that I just wanted to say about Tool, and we'll finish the reaction out after this, is that Tool is such a man. Let me get the words out correctly. I could listen to just the audio and take away an entirely different meaning, entirely different experience of this song. But watching it with the video, I feel like you get two versions of Tool. One that's audio only, one that's audio and visual. Maybe there's a visual only crowd out there as well who can take away their own meanings, but I I feel like if I listened to this without the music video, I would come away with it, come away with different, let's say, opinions. Uh, Not that it would be worse or better, but just something different and makes me curious. Bro is tweaking. What is it's like a burning cornea? Vicarious eye. It looks like a hurricane. The eye that feeds on tragedy. It's like an alien ship, almost like a UFO. That's Tool for you. Oh, there's System of a Down. Speak of the devil. Is this the pot here? Yep, the pot. Parabola. I haven't heard this one yet. I love this album. Steal this album. I just listened to this song. Okay, Tool, Vicariously. I mean, I'm gonna have to like reiterate some of the same points I even said before I reacted to this, but man, are they hard to get a just pulse on, a read on. They are all over the place in terms of their musicality, their rhythms, the way they layer the multiple guitars, the drummer. I mean, to do this all in sync and like come up with this, to be this creative is nothing short of genius, right? So we all agree that Tool is filled with creative geniuses and we don't understand everything that they're trying to put out into the world, but we can definitely take things away. And at a high level, what I take away from this song Vicariously and the overarching concept that kind of comes into my mind at least is that we all, to some extent, feed off of the suffering of others. And not in a way that we hope that they suffer, but in a way that can be entertaining and that strips us of our empathy. And, or let's see, removes our empathy from that situation and we just kind of view it without any empathy itself, I guess. And, you know, I don't think that's a good thing, but we can't have infinite empathy for everything that goes on. We can have compassion for the wrongdoings that go on in the world, but I think empathy itself is limited. So when we do enjoy suffering on the behalf of others, I think it's in very specific situations, and because it can happen, people are afraid to admit that because they'll be viewed as completely negative. But obviously we watch like, you know, WWE, WWF, like I used to watch all of that when I was younger, and they're fighting each other, they're hurting each other, and it's entertaining to me. if I was a truly moral person, would I find that entertaining? I mean, that's a hard question for me to ask, for me to answer rather. And that's like kind of a lower modicum of an example. Some people, they love to see carnage, just brutality, war. They love to fester in those kind of mindsets. And maybe those are more extreme, but it still resembles the idea of just like enjoying a school fight. Like two kids just fighting at school. And you see those videos all the time on Twitter of like instant karma, and then all of us are like cheering on. You can think back to the gladiator days when all of the citizens of Rome are watching people fight pretty much to the death 9 times out of 10 against animals, against each other. We just have a affinity for carnage, I guess. And I don't know what to make of that. Let me know what you think about the song in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed my reaction, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care, and peace.